Welcome to another episode of the Camilita podcast. Today, I want to be a little bit candid with you because I think so many times in business we are not very candid because we're concerned of what other people will think. But the last 6 months has been one of the most challenging 6 months of my life, culminating with my mom passing. And I never knew of a more distorted time in my 52 years of living on this planet. And so, how do you get going again after you have gone through a tough time, or you've sort of had to take a pause, or perhaps had to take a break? This is I want to talk about this on this episode of the Carmelita podcast because I think people need to hear this. For those of you who are ready to take action, you need to hear this. So yeah, if you are serious, go to the Carmelita podcast. If you're listening live, I'm looking forward to hearing more from you. Yeah, I just really want to talk about um, coming back from a challenge or coming back from a tough time. The last 6 months has been one of the toughest years of my life. Health challenges culminating with my mom passing, and I looked at that whole scenario and that whole process and thinking, well, is it going to get better? When will it get better? So many people are in that same boat. Like, is it going to get better? When will it get better? When will things change? When will things just sort of come back to some normality? But so do we really want normality? Do we really want normality? Or do we want things to change for the better? Do we want to become more resilient? Do we want to get more grit and more determination? What do we want to get? Because so many people, they want things to go back to normality. They want things to go back to where they were. And I will say that things will never be back to where it was. If you want to go back, then going back is not moving forward, is it? And it's one of the challenges that we face as humans, as entrepreneurs, as business owners. We kind of want to sort of go back to where things were, but the way things were will not benefit us in the future. So I want to give you some tips in which on what I'm doing because I'm in it still to move myself forward. Last night was again one of the most challenging nights for me because I just yesterday I work on a Saturday, and that's the time I'm away from my staff, I'm away from my business, and I'm just focused on new things, different things. I found myself wanting to pick the phone up and call my mother. I'm like, oh my God, I need to call mommy. And then I realized she isn't here. And that was a real hard nut to crack for me because I always would pick the phone up and call her, and now she isn't here. And I had to learn to deal with that in a different way and think, well, when I need to talk to her, what do I do? And yeah, it's been one of the, as I said, most challenging times. But I want to give you some tips in moving forward because we all have to move forward, whether we go through divorce, separation, death, um, whether we go through health challenges, we have to move forward. We've got to, literally move forward. And so in moving forward, I want to give you a couple of tips, as I said. So, number one, ask what the situation is teaching you. Every situation teaches us a lesson. We have lessons all through our lives. So first, ask what the situation is teaching you. The next thing I want you to ask is, who can you turn to? Because a lot of times we internalize. We think, we can't turn to anybody. We're sort of on our own. Who can you turn to ask for help or support, or somebody who can, give you some encouragement, and sometimes a kick up the backside. Sometimes we need that. And number three, like what does the future look like? You're alive, so what does the future look like? You're not the one that is gone, or you are not the same as you were last year. So what is this? What does the future look like for you in the moment? What does it look like? What can you create that's different? What can you create that's more meaningful? And I thought to myself, this is something that I personally needed to deal with. And yeah, as I said, the last, I would say 6 months, probably 18 months, has just been very challenging. And I built my businesses, I kept going, I built my brands, and my staff would ask me, how are you so resilient still in the midst of everything we're going through? And I would always tell them that I have a choice, like we all have a choice. And my choice is that I'm going to carry on. Some people's choice is that they quit. Some people's choice is that they feel sorry for themselves. Some people's choice is that they blame others. I took the decision to carry on in the midst of all of it. And so that's number four. Carry on. Don't just sit there and feel sorry for yourself, and think, well, it's not going to get better if you do that. It's going to get better by you taking action, and the appropriate action to sort of move your life and your business and everything forward. The appropriate action. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't rest or take time off to process and all the things in which we need to do. But move on, crack on. And this is what I say, to my staff. I've got to crack on. What choice do I have? I've got to crack on. So I want to encourage you to crack on in the midst of everything. And the last tip I want to leave with you, as I said, I haven't done a podcast for a while. I've been sort of taking a break, reevaluating everything in my life, what I'm doing, my business, my health, my sanity, everything, look after my mother for a while. That was just like my focus. Like I just wanted to do that. So I wanted, as I leave this last tip, I want to leave with you. And as I said, I haven't done a podcast for a while. So this is what I'm feeling very green, but I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're listening. Um, my last tip is don't don't expect too much from other people that you would expect from your own self. That alone will protect your sanity. It will help you to keep focused. It will help you to understand what's meaningful. It will help you to look after you. Whereas I used to say before, God first, family second, business third, I have learned it's God first, me second, family third, and business fourth. The business will not take place of my family life or my health or my sanity. So that's the last tip I want to leave with you. Don't expect too much from other people that you would expect um, of your own self, or don't expect the things that you know, trust, good at in other people, because they will disappoint. And when they disappoint, note that it is you that has to, fix it, pick it up, keep going again. And, be grateful for the people that are around you, because there are good people that are around you. There are good people. There are friends, there are colleagues, family members. There are good people that are around you. And a lot of these good people are there for a reason, and they're there to support you. So don't forget good people that are around you. I just wanted to leave these few tips with you. As I said, I haven't done a podcast for a while. I've just been so super engrossed in so many things, looking after myself and just re-evaluating my entire life. But I just wanted to leave those tips with you as I get started again. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the link below. Don't forget to leave a review on iTunes. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, as well as on all the other channels wherever podcasts are heard. Yeah, this is Camilita here from the Camilita podcast, saying I'll see you soon. And after you evaluate, when you get it done, I will see you at the top.